Shares of NIO getting a pop after a report that the top outside investor in Tesla, which is Baillie Gifford, the investment firm, which owns 7.7% of the Tesla shares, well, it has taken a stake, a sizable stake, in NIO, which is the Chinese electric automaker, which many people look at and say, look, this is the company that's going to challenge Tesla in China, which is going to be the world's largest, already is the world's largest electric vehicle market, even though they're just starting to sell vehicles there. So as a result, you've got Baillie Gifford, which is already the #1 outside investor in Tesla, taking a sizable chunk in NIO, and it is buying 85.3 million shares, about $500 million equity stake in NIO, and that's why the stock is moving higher. Guys, back to you.
Phil, we've seen lots of different investments from investment firms or automakers into kind of sub-technology. Are they really challenging Tesla here, or is this just a par for the course in this area of people diversifying their options moving forward?
I think it's more diversifying your options if you're Baillie Gifford. Look, it's too soon to know that NIO is going to be a huge threat to Tesla. It's getting a lot of advance, shall we say, complimentary remarks from those in the investment community and in the auto industry who have looked at what they want to do, but they're just starting their production. So let's see how these guys do over a couple of years as they start to roll out some vehicles, and then you can say, yeah, they're a true threat to Tesla.
Mike, overall, I mean, Tesla's up today. A new note from Macquarie was pretty bullish with a price target of 430.
Yes.
What's your take on that note and this?
It was very bullish. The fact that, of course, you have a price target above the kind of floated take private price of 420 is interesting, and it does show there was a contingent out there that really felt, as this analyst makes the case, that Tesla is going to have this key role in essentially the future of all transportation. It's going to be a key part of the infrastructure for it. I don't think the market really responded that aggressively to this call because you're only up a few percent. You're still very much near the low of the trading range for the stock. I think there's a lot of show me aspects to it, not the least of which is the analyst says, well, they're going to get past this debt maturity challenge.
Right.
Well, that remains to be seen.
And some optimistic and convincing arguments about the long-term attractions, but you get to the valuation page, and again, you're kind of like, wow, there's a lot of hope built in here.
There's just so much that has to get done to bridge this company from where it is to being in that position.
And just on NIO's big pop right now, I mean, that's a good 22% gain. The stock is way off, though, the initial rise that it saw after it's pretty recent IPO because it gets punished on the tariff trade China headlines, trades more along the Chinese market. Even though the ADR is here like a baba.
Story. Everyone assumes that market is just, I mean, you know, would be far and ahead of the U.S. market in terms of adoption of EVs. So, you know, people want to believe, but it's still, again, it's so far between here and there in terms of making it work on a corporate level.